Hello guys, so I have started the recording. So welcome to the Java basic sessions. So yesterday we saw array list, right? So before that we had a session wherein we saw introductions to collection frameworks. That was entirely an introduction. We didn't discuss about any classes and all. It was entirely a introduction to the collections framework. And yesterday we saw in detail how we can create an array list, and there were many properties which we saw, like how do we can create an array list, getters and setters for array list, accessing an array list, printing an array list, and how do you add all elements from one array list to another elements, and then how do you delete or remove from an array list. So there were a lot of things which we saw in array list. So the best part is today when we are actually the session is on linked list. So when we are practicing linked list, we will also cover most of the things of array list because most of the things are common. But apart from this, we also have some new features which linked list has. So those were not present for array list. So we'll see some of the common features as well as we will see some of the new features. Okay. So guys, for linked list, I would say, so again, I have already explained you the hierarchy, right? So iterable class is extending collections. Okay. Then collections, so the interface, right? So iterable interface is extending collection, and we have collection. Then within collection we have list. Okay, so list comes from collection. Collection is coming from iterable. Okay. Now, yesterday we saw array list. Today the session is on linked list. Okay. So few of the points for linked list are that linked list can contain. First thing is linked list can contain duplicate elements. Okay, and it is a doubly linked list, right? It's a doubly linked list to store the elements. So whatever sessions we are going on, like whatever classes we have in collections, like array list, linked list, hash map, these are all basically to store the elements, right? These are all to store the elements. So now linked list exploits the linked data structure, and it is inheriting from abstract list class and implements list. As I said, these are all implementing list. What is list? List is an interface. Okay, list is an interface. So first of all, let me create a new class. Okay. Now this is linked list. Let's say we are into linked list. Okay. So I'll say, let me have a main method in linked list. Okay. And apart from that, just to give you an heads up, so linked list, as I said, it's a doubly linked list and it provides a linked list data structure. Okay. Now, few of the points is in terms of duplicate elements. Okay. So linked list can contain duplicate. Okay. It can contain duplicate elements, and insertion order is maintained when we are dealing with linked list. So guys, what I'll do is, let me simply start with the concept so that, you know, instead of giving theoretically, we'll see it over here. So let me create one method. I'll say linked list. Simple. So yesterday we saw array list. How do we create an array list? For revision purpose, how do we create an array list? I say array list. Okay. Array list. Okay. And the type can be string. Type can be string. And I'll give the name of the list. Let's say list is equal to new array list. Is equal to new array list. Okay. So this is the way wherein you can create an array list. Now, when you want to create linked list, okay, we want to create now linked list. So how do we create a linked list? Very similar fashion, we have linked list. Very similar fashion, we have linked list. Again, as I said, in generics, we have to specify the data types, right? You are creating a list. You are creating a list to store elements, but you have to specify to Java that which type of data you want to store in your list. Okay, which type of data you want to store in your list. Okay, so let's say if I say I want to store data types of list, and I'll say this. Okay, let me say linked list. Okay, This is just a reference. Okay, guys, this is just a reference. Okay, this way you can create new linked list. What is LL and list? LL and list, these are just a variable. The way we declare integer I. Okay, the way we declare integer I is just a variable. I can be anything. It can be I, it can be J, it can be K. Okay, it doesn't matter. In a similar fashion, LL, I can say LL1, it will work. I can say LL2, it will work. Okay, this is just a variable, a reference of linked list. Okay, so yesterday we saw array list. So now you can create a reference of linked list. Okay, now how do you add? We'll start with, in a similar pattern like we saw yesterday, we have to add something in linked list. How do you add in linked list? So I'll say linked list dot add. Again, add is a method. Okay, so I'll say Ajay. Okay, if I want to add something in linked list, I'll simply say linked list dot add. That is the object. Okay, the reference variable dot add. Simple. Now, when I want to print, if you want to print entire list, you can simply use list. Let me try this. Let me try to print the entire list. Okay, a lot of people are actually joining. Okay, guys, again, same thing. Whenever you're trying to print something or whenever you have created a method, you will have to call that particular method. You will have to call that particular method. So now our method name is linked list. Our method name is linked list. So let me call. And let's see if there are any errors or it is printing Ajay. So it is printing error. Ajay, there is no error, right? So what we did is we created a reference of linked list. Okay. And now we want to store elements into this particular linked list. And how we can store elements? We can simply say linked list dot add. What is add? Yesterday we saw what is add. Add is a method. Add is simply an inbuilt method which is expecting a string. Okay, we have created a data type of string. You can just specify the element over here, or the value. You can specify the value over here, and this particular value will get added into your linked list. Now you can add multiple. You can say linked list dot add, and I want to add ABC. Okay. Now when I say print this, it will say Ajay, comma ABC. It will say Ajay, comma ABC. Okay. Apart from this, now let's move ahead to next property. This was the first property wherein you can add an element into a linked list. Now to print an element into a linked list, so you can use for loop or you can use iterator, right? Yesterday we saw iterator as well, right? So you can say iterator, and what is the type of iterator? We are using string data type, right? So I'll say iterator it is equals to, no, okay. So we already have our own list, right? This is list dot iterator. Okay. So what I'm doing is I am applying an iterator on my linked list. I already have linked list, right? This is my list. Okay. So let me name this as list. It's much easier to pronounce and easier to understand as well, right? So I'll say this list. Okay. So I already have my list and I want to say iterate on this particular list. Okay. Iterate on this particular list. Okay. Now, how do we iterate? How do we iterate? We have while iterate with iterator. Okay. Iterate with iterator. So I'll say, so all the elements of this particular list will be now in iterator one by one. So while iterator dot has next. What is has next? Has next is also a method. Has next is a method. It will return you true. This particular method will return you true if there are next element present which can be printed. So if the element present, it will return true, and you can use that particular element to print. Okay, you can use that particular element to print. Now there is no need of all this casting and all because we are simply dealing with one element, one data type. So I will say my element is in IT. Where is my element? IT dot next. Okay. So there are two methods. One is next and one is has next. Now, when I run this, let's see. Okay. So guys, can you see the difference between this printing and this printing? I could have printed using this single statement line also, right? I'm printing using this line and I'm printing using while loop as well. But when I print using this line, it will print into entirely an array, right? It will print the entire list with the bracket, Ajay, comma, ABC, and closing bracket. But if you want to print an individual element of this particular array, you will have to use a while loop or maybe a for or any type of looping concept through which you can loop into that particular array or list or any type of list, right? It can be array list, it can be linked list or any list, it can be hash map. So for each and every object, the main concept behind it remains the same, right? If you want to print the entire list, simply this, or if you want to print each and individual element, you can have to use for loop. Okay, guys? So now we have, okay, so now we have seen adding few elements into linked list. Now what we can do is, yesterday we saw adding element into a specific location. So I'll say list dot add. Okay, again, there's, for add also there are two methods, right? For add also there are two methods. One is simply add and it will append at the end of the list. And the other one is add using index. Add using index. So I will say that, so something. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say is, this is my list. Okay. And this list is Ajay and ABC. It contains two elements. Okay. This list contains two elements, Ajay, comma, ABC. So, which is the element at the 0th location? Ajay is at 0th location. And the element at the first location is ABC. The element at the first location is ABC. Now, what I'm trying to say is, I'm saying list dot add. I'm saying list dot add 1 comma something. Now, what does 1 comma something means? Add this particular value at index 1. Add this particular value at index 1. So as of now, what we have at index 1, we have ABC. Okay, we have ABC. So now ABC will move a step down. Okay, so let's see. What I'll do is, I'll simply print my list. I'll simply print my list. Let's see. So we have, earlier it was Ajay, comma ABC, right? Now it is Ajay, comma something, comma ABC. Okay, because we said I want something to be at this particular index. So something is now at index 1. Okay, and ABC, which was at index 1, now it has moved to index 2. So it is a step down for ABC. Okay, so now let's see. So guys, are you getting the difference? Now let's assume if I don't specify the something to, right? If I do not specify the index, it will get added in the end. Okay, so something got added at the first index, but something two got added in the end, because when I do not specify index, it will always get appended in the end. Okay. Okay, so this was adding an element to a specific position. If I want to add an element to a specific position, we can use this method. Now, one more method which we saw yesterday. Now let's assume, how do you create a linked list? We can have multiple linked lists in the same class. Okay, there is no objection in number of lists. So let's say this is my list 2. Sorry, earlier was not list 2. I'll say new, and I'm creating a linked list, right? So I'll say this is my list 1. So simple, I'll just add. Adding is easy, right? You know how to add. So I will say adding 1, simple, and then I'll just add 2 elements over here. I have just added 2 elements in list 1. Okay, I'll print both. I'll print both. I'll print both. Let's see. Okay, so okay, so this is my list 1. What does list 1 have? Nothing. So can you see, guys, list 1 is printing nothing because while adding elements, I actually use list instead of using list 1. Okay, so I have to use list 1. Okay, So that was a typo error. So when I say Ajay something, ABC something, okay, this is in my main list, and now I have list 1. Okay, so I have 2 elements in my list. Now I want to add all the elements from a list to another list. Okay, all the elements. So I'll say list dot add all. Okay, what is add all? Add all is expecting a list. Okay, so guys, all those who have already attended the yesterday's session, for them it could be, it could be a revision, I would say. But yeah, there are a couple of extra methods as well for linked list. We will cover that as well. Okay. So what I will say is list dot add all, and it would be list 1. Okay. Now all elements of list 1 will get added to list. Now I'll simply print list. Okay. And I'll print list 1 as well. Okay, I'll print list 1 as well. Okay, so guys, now adding 1 and adding 2 are added to my main list, but list 1 remains as it is, right? List 1 remains as it is. That means after adding all the elements from list 1 to list 1 does not get empty, and none of the elements are removed from list 1. List 1 remains as it is, but my list, the main list, has increased. Okay, so this was if you want to add all the elements. So why are we using add all method, guys? So let's assume there are 100 elements in list 1. One similar way is you can just add element, okay, using this method list.add, but you will have to add all the elements manually. So if you just imagine, if you have 100 elements in this particular list, and if you want to add all those into list, then it would be very difficult, right? And also, instead of using for loop on this particular list, what you have to do is you have to use for loop on this list. Okay, and then you have to get each and every element. Let's say adding 1, it will be 1 element, and then add that particular element into list. This is one way, but we have an inbuilt method add all, which can directly add all the elements from this list to main list. Okay, so this was adding multiple, or you can say adding all the elements from one list to another list. Now there is one more thing. Let's see. Okay, so we have added this particular element, and now after printing, we are seeing adding 1 and adding 2 got added in the end. Okay, so it was appending. Okay, now let's say my requirement is, this is my main list. Okay, this is my main list. Okay, so we know that this is my main list. Now let's say there is some requirement in the project or requirement in your code that you have to add all these elements in list 1 after the first elements. Okay, so I want to add all those elements over here. Okay, all those elements over here. But when you say list dot add all and list 1, it will be added in the end. It will be appended in the end. But you do not want this, right? You want something else. Your main motto is to add these particular elements at a specific location. So you want to start from index 1. So what you will do is, instead of using this, okay, instead of using this, you will say list dot, I would say add all, but again at a specific position. I would say 1. And what is my list name? It is list 1. Okay. Now when I run this, let me run this. See, so we have, this was my original list, Ajay something, ABC something 2. But after adding, so we have Ajay, and after Ajay we have 2 elements, that is adding 1 and adding 2, and then something ABC and remaining elements of the main list. So using this we have appended all the elements in the end, but using this we have added the elements in specific position. Okay, guys, we have added the elements in specific position. So if you want to add all the elements into your main list, but at a specific position, go for this add all method. If you simply want to add all the elements of list 1 in the end, go for this add all method. Okay. Now since we are dealing with linked list, okay, now linked list has actually, so in C and C++, if you might have studied, especially in C++, so we can have 2 pointers for linked list, right? One at the start and one at the end. Okay, so linked list can have 2 pointers, one at the start and one at the end. So if you want to add an element, so there was one method of adding using index. Now let's say if you want an element to be added at the first position, okay, at the first position. So I have one more method over here, and the method name is, you can say, let me add, one second, let me search the method. Okay, add first. Okay, we have a method called as add first. This method, what is this method doing? This method will add an element into the beginning of the linked list. This is specific for linked list. Okay, let's see, add first. Okay, see, this method inserts the specified element at the beginning. So I would say add first, and then I'll say first element. I'll simply say first element, and then I'll again print my list. Okay, I'll again print my list. Now let's see. Now all the elements, sorry, not all, the first element which we tried to add it is added in the first position, and rest of the elements are now a step down, right? So Ajay was initially at the 0th index. Now Ajay is at first index, and now first element is at the first position. Now guys, this is something which was not present for array list. So if someone says name a specific method, okay, name a specific method which is for linked list but which is not available for array list, what we'll do is let's create an array list. Okay, let's create an array list. I'll say string. Okay, let the name be a new. Okay, new array list. Okay, now when I say a dot, what's the name of the method? Add first. Can you see, guys? Can you see name dot add first? There is no such method because I am using array list. Okay, I am using array list. Let me just. But when I am using linked list, I can see a method as add first. Okay, guys, keep this in mind, guys. This is one of the key difference between linked list and array list. Okay, now let's say if you want to add an element into last position. Okay, if you want to add an element into last position, so again we have a method add last. Okay, because we already have 2 pointers like in linked list, right? So we can have a starting position and the last position. So we can easily add elements into first position and the last position. So what I'll say is this is my last say element. This is my last element, and I'll just print my list. So we can add first element, we can add last element. Okay, guys. So this was more or less, I think it was quite simple because yesterday we saw array list. So I don't think this would be an issue for you guys. Now we can see removal. We can see removal of an element. So how do you remove an element? So simple, use remove method. Okay, but you have to specify what value you want to remove. So let's say I want to remove, let's say ABC, simple. I want to remove ABC. I don't want ABC in my list. This is removal by value. Okay, this is removal by value. And I'll print again. Where is ABC? See, there is no ABC, right? This is my list. After removing, now there is no ABC in my list. Okay, simple. This method, guys, this method is removal by value. Okay, they can ask you, see, remove has 2 methods, right? So they can ask you directly remove an element by value. Now, if you know both the methods, but if you're not sure about the naming convention, then again, it might be an issue. Okay, now let's see. I want to remove a method. I want to remove, but by index position. Okay, I want to remove, but by index position. So now, this is my final list. So this is at 0th position. This is the first. This is the second position. I would say 2. I will say 2. Okay. So you can remove an element based on indexing. So now when I run, okay, let me print first. Okay, so I'll print list. So what did we remove? We removed adding 1. Okay, guys, we removed adding 1. So 0 first, second. So the element at the second position, we were actually trying to remove the element at the second position. So at the second position, we have 0, 1, 2. So adding 1 is at the second position. So this particular element got removed. Now this is my final list. Okay. So guys, make a note of this. This is a removal by index. Okay. So let's assume if you want to remove something and if you know that the particular element is at the first position, you can simply use removal by index, but this would mostly not be the case, right? Because you might not be aware of the index, but you might be aware of the value. So let's say there are a lot many elements in your list, and if you want to say I want to remove an element and that particular element name is ABC, so you can use removal by value method. Okay. Now there are other methods as well. So as I showed you add all, we can also use remove all. Okay, we can also use remove all. Okay, so first my final list is this. Okay, so let me have my adding 1 over here. Okay, so guys, this is my final list. Okay, now for reference, let me print it over here. This is my final list. Now, in this final list, if you see adding 1 and adding 2, these two elements were actually added from list 1. Okay, these two elements were actually added from list 1. So if you want to remove all the elements from this particular list, not all the elements, I would say, if you want to remove elements which were added in this list from list 1, okay, what you can do is you can simply say list dot and remove the way we had add all method, right? Add all method, right? In a similar fashion, we have remove all method and list 1. Okay, we have remove all method. Now let me just print. Let me print and I'll explain you, right? Let me print list. Now see my final list. Let me add this over here. This is my final list. Okay, so now let's try to understand this. So initially I had these particular elements in my list. Okay, which list I am talking about? I am talking about list. This is my main list. Okay, this is my main list. So in this main list I had these many elements, but adding 1 and adding 2, these two elements were added in this list from list 2. Were added in this list from list 2. Okay, so now what I'm trying to say is remove all the elements. List 2, sorry, this is list 1. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is remove all the elements which are present in list 1 from my list. Okay, remove all the elements which are present in list 1 from my list. And what do we have in list 1? What do we have in list 1? This is my list 1, right? And this is my list 1. So I'm saying remove all the elements which are present in list 1 from my list. So it will remove this 2. It will not remove the entire element of list. Okay, it will only remove those elements which are present in list 1 from my list. Okay, guys, clear this is? So this was remove all. This was remove all from a list. Now there are other ways. Okay, so guys, in a similar fashion where we were able to add an element at the first position. Okay, we were able to add now my final list. Okay, let me run this again and let me get my final list. This is now my final list. Okay, this is now my final list. So now in a similar fashion wherein we were able to add an element at the first position. Okay, we were able to add an element at the first position. So in a similar fashion, we can also remove the element from the first position. So which is the element at the first position? First element, right? First element is at the first position. So what I'll say is, this is my list and I'll say remove first. Simple. This is my list and I'll say remove first. This is directly a method and I don't need index over here, guys, right? I don't need index over here because I'm definitely saying remove first. So the method itself says remove the first. Let me hover on this. See, removes and returns the first element from this list. Okay. The method itself says that remove the first. So there is no need to pass any index. Plus, there is no need to pass any value. Okay. This is, we are passing value, right? And this is, we are passing index. But in this case, we do not have to pass index and neither the value because the method itself says remove first. Now, what I'll do is I'll just print list again. Let's see. Okay, see guys. Now, first element, this was my list. This particular element is removed now. And now, which is the element at the first position? Ajay. Now, if I say, again, if I say list dot remove, I'll say remove first. Okay, simple. And then again, when I say list and when I print, it has removed Ajay because now Ajay was in the first position. Okay. So this was removed first. And in a similar fashion, if you see list dot remove last. Again, we do not have to specify any index, any value because the method itself says remove last element from this list. Remove last element from this list. Okay. So what it will do, it will remove. Now again, I'll print my list. Okay, let me print my list. Okay, so this was my last element and this last element was removed from the list. So now I have something and something too, but hopefully we have something in the list. So now this was removed. Okay, there's one more thing. There's one more method which we have in linked list. So for that, so that method is occurrence method. Okay, occurrence method. What does this method do? If we have multiple elements, I mean duplicate elements, like as I said, linked list can contain duplicate elements. Okay. Okay, let's see if linked list can contain duplicate elements. So I'll say, okay. So guys, I'll take the questions in the end, guys. Okay, I'll unmute all and we'll have the question sessions. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'll say list dot add. Okay, so I'll say list dot add. I'll say Ajay. Ajay is not there in the list, so I'll just add it twice. Okay, and now I'll just print list. Okay, guys. So Ajay was not there in the list. So what I did is I have added Ajay. Then again I added Ajay. So this way we can see that we can add duplicate elements in the list. Now there are many chances wherein, let's say, if you want to remove the first occurrence of this particular list, let's say there are two Ajays, right? If you want to remove the first occurrence of Ajay, so what can we do? We have a method. Let's say this is our list dot remove. Okay, let me check remove first. Okay, this is the remove first occurrence. Okay, and here we can specify string which you want to remove. So let's say I want to remove Ajay. I want to remove the first occurrence of Ajay. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do is let me place this Ajay at a specific position. Okay. So that it's clear. 1, Ajay. Okay. Okay. Now let's run this first. Okay. So there is a difference. Okay. So now this Ajay is here. And again, we have an Ajay in the end. Okay. So we have duplicate elements, but at different location. So now I'm saying remove the first occurrence of Ajay. Okay. Now I'll just print my list again and let me see. So what it has done is something is as it is. There was Ajay. This particular element is now removed. Again, something 2 is as it is. And the last Ajay remains same. Okay. The last Ajay remained as it is. So we have removed the first occurrence of a particular element. Now let's say we want to remove last occurrence. So what I'll say is, okay, so let's say first I'll add. Okay, I'll list dot add, and I'll say, okay, so I'll say 1 comma, I'll say Ajay. Okay, and let me print this particular list. 1 second. Okay, so I'm printing this now again. Okay, let me print this, guys. I'll have to use sysout statement for printing. So now we have two Ajay. The first Ajay is, this is 0th, this is first location, this is second, and this is third. Okay. Now what I'll do is, I don't want to remove this element. I want to remove this element. I want to remove this element. So how we can remove? We can say list dot remove last occurrence. Okay. List dot remove last occurrence, and I want to remove Ajay. I want to remove Ajay. Now when I run this, again we have to print this. Okay. Now when I run this, it's saying something Ajay and something to, this was removed. Okay. So guys, can you see this difference over here? Earlier it was something Ajay, something to Ajay, and when I removed the first occurrence, this was removed and something to Ajay was as it is. And in the second case, when I try to remove this element, all these remains as it is, and the last occurrence of Ajay was removed. Okay. 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 So, okay, the last method I can see is clear. This we had in clear. When I say clear, okay, we already have list 2. I'll clear list 2. Okay. No, we had list 1. Okay. Now let me first print list 1. Okay. And then again I'll print list 1. Okay. So this was my list 1 initially, and then I used dot clear method, and then I used dot clear method, and that particular, those elements in list got removed. Okay, those elements in list got removed. Okay, and guys, there are multiple ways to traverse, right? So yesterday we had seen there are multiple ways through which you can traverse. Okay, now there is one more thing, guys. So this we saw linked list. So array list has some methods, linked list has some methods, linked list has some extra methods, right? Which were not present in array list. So now there might be a question like someone says, so if we have array list, we also have linked list. Okay. And both are implementing list interface, right? Both are implementing list interface. Then what's the main difference? Okay. What's the main difference? So you can specify. So yesterday when we create an array in Java, we have to specify a size. Okay. I'm talking about array, not array list, guys. Okay. When we create an array in Java, we have to specify size. Okay. In order to overcome that particular thing and to have specific data type, we have used array list. Okay. So array list internally uses a dynamic array to store the elements. So here we are not specifying size, but we are using internally a dynamic array. But as I said, linked list uses a doubly linked list to store the elements. Okay. It uses a doubly linked list. Now, there are various choices to use array list as well as linked list. Okay. Now, manipulation with array list is slow. Okay. Because anyways, inbuilt what we have, what is the main core of an array list? It's an array, right? So if any array element is removed, okay, then all the bits are shifted. So these are in terms of memory, guys, if you could, it would be a like, so memory allocation and all those things behind the picture. There are a couple of things which happen behind the picture. Okay. So when I say slow, it's not because you won't notice the slowness when you are reading, let's say 5 to 10 elements in an array list, or you are reading 5 to 10 elements in a linked list. Okay. And when you try to print that, when you try to remove, if you perform these operations, you won't be able to see the slowness. Okay. Because it would be marginal, right? The slowness would be so minuscule that it would be difficult to observe the slowness. But yeah, there is in slowness. Okay. But linked list is faster than array list because, as I said, it uses a doubly linked list. Okay, so we can access from both the sides. We have the first and we have the last, so we can access from both the sides. Okay, and one major advantage of linked list, guys, one major advantage of linked list is, what's the major? In the introductions to collection framework, I had shown you that linked list class can act as a list and queue both, because it is implementing list and DQ interface as well. If you remember the introduction to collection framework session wherein I had drawn the diagram. So if you see, linked list is actually implementing both list and DQ. So in short, what I would say is, let's say if you have to store and access data, okay, if you just want to store and access data, then array list obviously is better, right? But if every time if you want to keep on manipulating those, because whenever you manipulate data, whenever an element is removed from an array list, there are shifting in terms of the bits are getting shifted in memory. Okay, so this will cause some slowness. But when you want to manipulate a lot of data, you can use linked list. Again, as I said, you won't observe the difference when you are actually using, see, so what you will do is you will now practice, right? So you'll create an array list, you'll create a linked list, and maximum what you'll do, you will add some 5 to 10 elements or maybe 50 elements, but you will not be able to see the differences, right? But when we have huge amount of elements in an array or in a linked list or in an array list, and when you perform these operations, then you will see some differences. Okay, so this was one thing. And then okay, so I think we have covered most of the this thing from our list, and there are some common methods. There were a few additional methods for linked lists which also we have covered. Okay, so guys,